Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Mason Heintschel of Clay Football. And if you haven't seen Clay's win against Sandusky, go watch the highlights because it is I don't even know what that was, Mason. But okay. So how are you, buddy?
I mean, I'm good. I'm just still trying to wrap my head around that win a little bit. It was very exciting, definitely good for the program, and good to build momentum for week two.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so before we get into week two, let's get into that game against Sandusky.
Yeah.
I think the thing that everybody wants to know now that you've had a couple days to reflect back and digest it, take me through that last play.
I mean, we had the concept that we were running. Thought it was a great play call. I was excited. I knew that we definitely had a good chance to win the game for sure. We had driven
Okay.
down the field and we were ready to win this thing. And ball snapped. They get pressure up the middle. They had done that a lot that game. They were coming up the B gap a lot and just had to try and make a play. Saw Hudson Byers and another green jersey to my right as I was going down. Felt like I had to get it up. Did everything in my power to get it up, and thankfully he came down with it.
Have you made that type of throw before though?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. I mean, because it was just like that was just like, you're just going out there and seeing if it works. But
Yeah, pretty much.
um so when you made that, what was that like for you guys? Just for the, the program, the community, for everybody, to get a win, especially like that. What's that like?
I mean, it's just exciting knowing that we're able to compete to the very end. Our team battled so hard, and it was definitely exciting for everybody. And after that play, we just knew we had to get that kick up. As soon as we made that, we were all ecstatic. We were so proud of everybody.
Yeah. What is it like to be the quarterback for this team?
It's definitely I mean it's good because our offense is very I'd like to say we're balanced, but we do like to throw the ball a lot, which is fun for me especially. But our offensive line, it's really they're coming into their own, and our receiver group they have improved a lot, and
Yeah.
it's been really exciting.
So talk about some of, like, working with your receivers this offseason. What was that like for you? I know it's a very confident group that you guys have.
Yeah, we tried to focus on getting out as much as we could to throw, trying to get into like indoor facilities, getting out on the field when it started getting warmer, just building that chemistry and getting that together to know that we were going to go into week one ready to do some damage.
All right. I know coach has been at this for a long time, but I know that this is kind of a new era beginning for Clay this year because, if you haven't noticed, the northern if you don't remember, so the Northern Lakes League is now, you got some teams from the track conference, with Clay being one of them, along with Whitmer
Yeah,
and Fremont Ross, and I believe Finlay came over with you guys too,
yeah,
to join the rest of the NLL, as the three Catholic schools went to go join the Catholic League in Detroit. So
right.
what was just, this new conference, kind of a new era for Clay? What is that like, just to be kind of part of this transition, for with some of the teams you do recognize, but some of the teams are also new as well.
That's definitely big for us. That's something I feel like this program needed for a while, and to finally be able to get into the competition that we think is better fit for us is definitely big. I think the Central Catholic, St. John, St. Francis of the world, we need to. That's something we needed to get away from for sure, especially Central Catholic. But now that we're playing these newer, because we have familiar faces in there, and I think that's good for us. But also having the new faces to where we they don't know what's coming at times, and that's different for us. And I think that's good.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you worked on this summer?
I was definitely in the weight room a lot. That's something that was a big priority for me, was to be able to gain more muscle, put on more muscle to help myself, especially with taking hits, which I took a few the other night, so that probably helped for sure. But working on, I went to a quarterback coach this offseason, Brad Mandler.
Yeah.
So he definitely helped me with my footwork, my mechanics, and that's been something that's really I've noticed a lot of improvement with myself.
Yeah. And then really just going into next week's game, against Northview, this league is tough. And, obviously, you're facing a pretty good team and probably looking for a win themselves after they got, they're obviously going to come in angry after they got, shut
Right.
up against their rival. What's that going to be like to go up against a pretty good Northview team?
I just think we have to, as much fun as last Friday was, we have to be ready for Northview because they're going to come in with a fire, and they want to win just as much as we do. So we got to be ready for that. We got to put last week behind us. We got to be ready for week 2. We got to go.
All right. Mason, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
That sounds good. What do you want to hear?
All right. So how do you mentally prepare for a football game, bud?
Music definitely helps. I think getting into that mindset where you're dialed in, focused on the game, that definitely helps a lot for sure.
What's on Mason Heintschel's playlist?
Oh, that's a tough one. Usually, it's definitely a lot of rap. I like to listen to Drake for sure.
Okay.
Drake's a big one.
Yeah.
Usually, to calm myself down, I like to go a little country music. But if
Okay.
it's time to dial in, then it's usually Drake or other rappers for sure.
Okay. What's the best quality you think a football player should have?
That's a tough one. I think I'd have to go with mental toughness for sure. Being able to take hits, keep fighting, keep battling. I think that's big for a football player to leave it all on the field, and even when it's getting tough, just to be able to stay mentally focused and mentally tough. That's probably one of the biggest qualities to have.
And you certainly showed that on Friday against Sandusky. So, okay, what's your favorite sports team to root for?
I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, so that's definitely a big one. I like every Sunday I try my best to find them on TV and watch them for sure.
Yeah. What's your go-to place for food?
That's a tough one. Probably Chipotle. I'm a big Chipotle fan, so that's probably my go-to.
All right. And what are 3 things people do not know about you, Mason?
Oh, this is gonna take a minute. I don't think very many people know that I'm a big country guy. Like I like to listen to country music for sure.
Yeah.
Whew. This is gonna be a tough one. 2 more things. Yeah, I don't know. This is a great question.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like people struggle when they have to think about themselves. Like, what's
Right.
the interesting fact that people may not know?
People may not know about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is hard putting me on the spot like this. I hate thinking about myself like this.
All
This
right.
is tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to get back to you on that one.
All right.
That's
Sounds
a tough
good.
one.
All right. Let's. Okay. So, and then, yeah. Finally, if what is something that you like to do during what was the best summer activity you like to do?
Best summer activity. That's a tough one. I like to go swimming a lot. So chilling out by the pool by the lake. That's definitely a big one. Just getting to hang out with friends and be by the water in the hot day. It's nice. I definitely enjoy that.
All right. Well, Mason, thanks so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season, bud.
I appreciate it. Thank you.